Hey everybody, this is Mike Graff with Coresound Pads. It is great to see you today. We are super excited to introduce to you a brand new bundle that we've been working on for quite some time now. We are releasing the brand new Pulsing Pads bundle, and since this is a little bit of a different product from the other pads that we've released at Coresound, I wanted to do a screenshot video so you could get a little idea as to just how easy it is to add these tempo-specific pads to your setup. So I'm sure some of you are asking, well, what are pulsing pads? Pulsing pads are pads that are in fact tied to your tempo, which makes them a little different than the other pads that we've done before. Pulsing pads add that same pad feel, that same signature top shelf Coresound pads feel to your song, but it's actually tied to the tempo, so you get a little bit of a rhythmic flair to it. It's a subtle rhythm, it's gorgeous, but again, it still feels very much like that signature Coresound pad sound that you are used to. Pulsing pads will help you take your live worship and your studio recordings to the next level. Pulsing pads are a great addition for worship leaders who use music production software during their worship services. As you can see, we're using Ableton right here. You can also use Logic, a variety of other ones, but this is a great addition for those people who already use this software in their live worship setting. They're also perfect for anyone who's recording a studio album who just wants to add a little extra color to their recordings. So how do pulsing pads work? Well, pulsing pads are each designed to work with a specific tempo, and all you need to do is drag and drop a pulsing pad audio file in whatever key that you're doing a song in into your software, and the pulsing pad will start playing automatically. So let me take you through what you're looking at here. This is our full tank of pad stuff, but you're looking at the Pulsing Pads bundle right here. And as you can see, when you unzip your zip file, you will see the Pulsing Pads bundle broken out into all 12 keys. And the reason that we do that is because there are a lot of audio files in this bundle. When you open up any particular one of the 12 keys, what you will see are 12 different pulsing pad sounds, and each of them has two different variations besides the main one. So as you can see, for analog pulse, we have the main analog pulse sound, and then we also have the same sound with a major seventh attached to it, and then a more melodic version of it. With Bubbles, we have, what a great name. It's a really cool sound though. Bubbles has the main sound, but then we also had it run through a filter sweep, and then we did a version of it that was a little drier and had a little bit more bounce to it. So as you can see, there are 12 different pulsing pad sounds, but each one of those sounds has 3 variations total, which gives you a total of 36 different pulsing pad sounds. And as you can see, if you open up all of the different folders, you will see all 12 folders have the exact same contents in the key specific format. So how do pulsing pads work? Well, pulsing pads, as you can see, are each designed to work with a specific tempo. Now, this is the tempo that we've recorded these pulsing pads at. That doesn't mean that they are bound only to that tempo. You can certainly warp them to whatever tempo you like. It does involve just a little bit of a step with that. But all you need to do is drag and drop a pulsing pad audio file in whatever key you want right into your browser. So let's go with Bliss Bounce. I like the high pass one. We'll just drag that right in there. And as you can see, it is that simple. Now, you may notice that instead of a giant 10 or 20-minute audio file like our normal pads are, this one is just a short little guy. It's about 10 seconds long. And you may be wondering how that actually works within the context of you doing live worship or recording. Well, the beauty of whatever music production software you use is that when you drop in the pulsing pads, you can just drag the pad into the appropriate length that you want. You can then double that and move that around if there's a certain section of the song that you don't want to have the pulsing pad in. But it's really just that easy. You can create how long you want the pad to sound by doing that, and it will seamlessly loop from start to finish. So let's give you an idea of what this sounds like. This Bliss bounce pad has kind of a cool vibe. Here I'm going to turn down the volume. And I'm just using, for demo purposes, I'm just using one of our favorite upright piano patches to give you an idea of what the pulsing pad sounds like in the context of a bigger song. So here's Bliss Bounce. Let's take a listen to it. Okay, let's pull down the volume just a little bit. That's cool. As you can hear, it continues to revolve around that tempo, so it's got a little bit of that rhythmic flair, but it's still very much a cool pad sound. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the tempo here, and you can hear the pad actually adjust accordingly. If you have in Ableton, if you have the pads set to warp, it will do this automatically for you. So I'm going to adjust it down to 80. I'm going to adjust it even further, down to 75. Very cool. And I'm going to bring it back up. Awesome. So one of the cool things, but also one of the intimidating things about having 36 different pulsing pad sounds is that you may wonder what's going to work best with any given song. So what I would recommend is start playing a little bit of your song and then just drag and drop a couple different pulsing pad sounds to see which one fits best. So I'm just going to do a real simple chord progression here. All right, let's see what pulsing pad works best with that. Let's try the Bliss Bounce. That's really cool, but I think I want to try something maybe just a little bit more subtle, something, well, I don't know, maybe not more subtle, maybe something entirely different. So let's try the stutter version of this same pad, and it's a little lighter gain, so we'll bring the gain back up. Let's see. All right, let's give that a try. So as you can hear, still have the very similar Coresound pads vibe, but it is definitely something different. That rhythm is definitely something that adds a whole new element, and we're really excited about it. I'm going to do something even a little bit geekier here, and I'm going to drag in a different pad to layer underneath it as well. Sterling, one of our Masterwork bundle pads, and just chop this down here. So let's get this into an appropriate spot. And this, of course, the beauty of having stuff inside of your music production software is you can make any combinations you want. You can get all sorts of creative with all this stuff. So I'm layering one of our Masterworks pads, so a lot of guitar work, underneath this rhythmic pad. So put the two together, and then I'm going to play piano on top of that and see just how it feels. Here we go. Awesome. I love it. So as you can see, it's really just that simple to add pulsing pads to your project, whether you are using something like Ableton or Logic in your live worship setting, or if you're just going to use pulsing pads with a studio recording. All you do is drag and drop them just like any of our other pads. You're not creating any sort of MIDI instrument or anything like that. So just to give you another example, we're going to try out another pulsing pad. Let's get rid of Sterling here. And we do have a couple sets of piano pulsing pads, which add kind of a cool vibe for up on the top of your sound. Let's try this one. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll put our piano down below. Now, I like that, but I think I want to maybe not choose the walk down one, and I want something that's a little bit more uplifting. And again, this is just the beauty of these simple audio files, these gorgeous audio files, that you can try out a whole ton of different ones and find the best fit for whatever song you happen to be doing. So let's try this one. So I like that one. I like that that melody goes up instead of the walk down. So let's try it again with this. Awesome. So there you go. It really is that simple. Again, the Pulsing Pads bundle is here. You get all 12 keys. You get 12 different Pulsing Pad sounds, each with 3 variations, for a grand total of 36 Pulsing Pad sounds in all 12 keys. I think it comes out to right around 1.5 gigs of downloadable space that you need for this. But again, all you need to do is download it. You can start dropping these audio files right into your music production software, and you will be set to go. Thanks, folks. Don't hesitate to reach out. If you need anything, come on by our website and ask the questions. We are really excited to introduce these Pulsing Pads to you. We hope that they serve as a genuine resource to you and your worship ministry. And thanks so much. Keep on leading worship faithfully.